By Euronews with a P in history of Swedish monarchy. First king to reach 50 years on throne and second longest reign of European ruler. This week, Sweden marked 50th anniversary of King Carl XVI Gustaf's participation in the throne with a 4-day celebrations from capital to a military parade. Last year too, following death Queen Elizabeth, second longest reign European ruler after Margrethe II, his cousin Margrethe II, who celebrated his 50th anniversary on throne Denmark last year. Margrethe from Norway and King Harald V were among the honors on the guest list for Jubilee. Events.The nation is spoken on television. On Saturday, King the Queen will ride a carried out with 3,000 soldiers in Stockholm city centre and Swedish Army, Navy Air Force with women. After a series of public opinion celebrations from angry demonstrations and threats from militant groups in Muslim countries. Security is strict after Sweden's second highest level of terror warning, as in the neighboring Scandinavian countries. The Swedish ruler has a ceremonial role as president, but there is no political power. Many Sweden sees the king as a symbol of the nation and a unifying figure during crisis times. Royal Watcher Roger Lundgren pointed out of Prime Minister Olof Palme in 1986 said, "I think when we pass through for of Swedes and way we go through for hard times." More recently, Carl Gustaf said that he could not protect elderly in care houses of country against COVID-19 pandemia by Swedish officials. Swedish King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Silvia, Queen II.Elizabeth fill NoblePool funeral AP file years later. The king talked about the loss during a commemoration ceremony to his tsunami victims. Many children have lost one or both of their parents, he said. "I became such a child." The royal family continues to be popular in Sweden despite occasional scandals in the tabloid press surrounding king's private life, even though critics call it an anachronism that does not belong to a modern democratic society. Majority of Swedes support protection of monarchy. As older brother, Victoria decided that Sweden should take throne oldest child rather than biggest boy 1980. Carl in successor of succession, he jumped front Philip, Carl Gustaf, in January this year, as he claimed that the change in the rules of succession was unfair to Carl Philip. In a statement published by the palace after a few days, he said, "Behind my daughter Crown Princess Victoria, behind the throne of Sweden's throne when I claim that I will not stand." He suffers deeply. Carl Gustaf, Victoria's firstborn child, was a girl for a while Sweden's last male ruler.